Welcome, brave citizens of the Forge, or what's left of it. Today, we present to you a tale so ambitious, so convoluted, so wildly unnecessary, it could only have come from a developer meeting that began with the words, "What if we completely reinvent the one thing players actually like?" That's right. Guild Battlegrounds, once the crown jewel of community warfare, the sacred arena of guild versus guild, has been improved. And by improved, I mean flipped upside down, shaken violently, and stuffed full of coins no one asked for. This is not your average update breakdown. This is a community postmortem, a narrated rage scroll through days of beta comments, forum threads, and player heartbreak, all stitched together into one glorious mosaic of disbelief. So buckle in, this is GBG 2.0, a community chronicle, also known as the trials nobody survived, and yes, there will be spreadsheets. The promise of trials. It began promisingly. Developers introduced trials. 50 difficulty levels promising choice, strategy, and personalization. Sounds fun, right? But quickly, players realized this was less personal strategy and more solo grind, guild ignored. Many players saw it immediately. If each player only aims to maximize their own gains and goes for the highest trial, that's bad for the guild. That's the crux. Trials seem to pit personal success against collective achievement. High-tier players isolate, leaving guilds underpowered. Coordination, once crucial in GBG, now feels optional. One frustrated voice cautioned, "Looks like it's going to be a new coin math simulator instead of tactical warfare." Indeed, there's a spreadsheet for every trial, every attrition percentage, every fight rate. But where's the heart of guild competition when your rewards no longer depend on your team? Rewards? What rewards? Next came the gut punch. Loot was slashed. Rewards once flowing, forge points, diamonds, units, were now limited, capped, rationed. Commentary poured in, one after the other. That's 2,000 FP limited per fortnight. That's 2 days of city production. And diamonds? Once more than 4,000 per season for active players, now tens of thousands of fights yield mere 2,000 diamonds total, 1,000 per seasonal shop and 1,000 more in championship shop. A devout fighter lamented, and rightly so. After buying diamonds, FP and goods, how to waste the coins when they reach the 200,000 limit? Capped gains, hard price increases, diminishing returns. It feels like being penalized for even showing up. Let's not forget, GBG buildings and fragments, long-time goals for many, are now locked behind expensive kits, housed in a shop with rotating stock and skyrocketing prices. I have over 50 upgrade kits I can't use. Great job. The guild that doesn't. The soul of GBG was guild collaboration, coordinated pushes, strategic sector races, shared risk and reward. But with personal rewards eclipsing guild incentive, everything unravels. GBG was the most interesting part of the game. Now no point playing. Only those who spend money can get ahead. Strategy and skill are no longer needed. It's a theme echoed over and over. Without cooperative incentive, guild communications quiet. Sectors stagnate. Battles happen, sure, but the thrill of conquest? Gone. Players fear the ripple effect. When you build a fighting city, then your gains should come fighting, and you should get rewarded accordingly. Now, you grind coins for personal gain, not for shared triumph. And without that spark, why bother? Trials versus points, the harsh maths. Let's talk the numbers players are covering like spreadsheets. Higher trials mean bigger multipliers, but fewer fights. Lower trials yield more fights, but lesser boost per fight. Where's the sweet spot? One player's example. Let's say you do 300 fights in trial 50, multiplier is 7, but a lower trial with 2000 fights multiplies to more total points. So high tier isn't always high reward, and many quickly calculated the highest ranking points come from the highest trial where you can still fight with max attrition. But that sweet spot varies by individual stats. Complexity skyrockets and guild cohesion crumbles. The shop that shops you. Introducing the new GBG coin shop, silver, gold, platinum. A patchwork of currencies, each tied to fight difficulty and number of fights. Sounds cool until you see caps and exponential pricing. Price increases by 100 each time, limited to 2K a fortnight. I physically can't use this. Items disappear. Costs skyrocket. Players scramble to buy before the shop resets, if they even can. Remove caps on items in the store. Make trials give more progress based on difficulty. These are cries not just of frustration, but of desperation, wanting the shop to feel functional, fair, and intuitive. Community Meltdown and Pleas. The response has been explosive. I think I'll abandon the game after 6 years. It seems like a way to kill GBG and push players to QE. This is the end of foe. Seriously messed up. One particularly raw note. Only those who spend money can get ahead. Strategy and skill are no longer needed. That's the fear. That foe becomes pay to win. That nostalgia erodes under monetization. That veteran players exit in droves. But some proposed solutions remain rooted in love. Trials give more progress based on difficulty, so you can get the same progress for your guild regardless of trial. Remove caps. Let players buy exactly what they'd have gotten before if they choose so. These aren't unrealistic asks. They're salvage plans, compassionate course corrections to steer GBG back toward friendly competition and collective accomplishment. The ghosts of guilds past. Let's pour one out for the fallen guilds. You know the ones? Those tight-knit crews of 10, 30, 60 players who used to plan GBG with military precision. Color-coded maps, Discord pings, 4 a.m. wake-up calls to hold the wall, real-time voice calls just to take a province on the dot. They're the backbone of what GBG was. But today, guilds are going silent. Leaders stepping down, coordinators disappearing, recruitment pages drying up. Nobody wants to be strategist anymore. Our top 3 fighters stopped playing this season. We're only doing auto now. The guild spirit, once vibrant and slightly unhinged, is starting to fade, and in its place, a quiet resignation, a creeping disinterest. Some play half-heartedly. Others switch to QI, some just vanish. GBG isn't dead yet, but the guilds that made it glorious, they're growing translucent, and once they go, it's not clear who or what will replace them. From Battlegrounds to Battletested, a love letter to chaos. Dear GBG, we loved you. What happened? So here we are, at the end of the story, or maybe just the intermission. This update, let's be honest, is a mess. A complicated, half-baked, over-engineered, under-enjoyed mechanical soup that was probably designed with optimism and launched with blindfolds on. But it's not all doom and gloom, because the community, oh, we're loud, we're organized, and we've seen worse. We survived Arc drama, we survived Himeji, we even survived those terrifying summer event quests that made you collect 1,000 coins from blacksmiths. So, dear Inno, you have a chance here. Not just to fix numbers or lower caps, you have a chance to show us you're listening, to say, we hear you, this isn't ready, let's rethink it, together. Let this be a beta experiment, not a gravestone. Because GBG isn't just a mini-game, it's not a currency generator, it's a reason players log in. It's where rivalries are born, where friendships are tested, and where Forge of Empires actually feels alive. We want that back. We're not angry because we hate the game. We're angry because we care. So take the hint, fix the thing, let's forge again. This has been GBG 2.0, Trials, Errors, and the Ghosts of Sector 37. Thanks for listening. May your attrition be manageable, your rewards uncapped, and your devs slightly less experimental.